Hi, this is the latest episode of the Silverfox Hustle podcast, and I'm your host Shasi. Now, if you are listening to this podcast for the very first time, well, this podcast is all about my special guest and their stories that inspire. Now, please click on or follow, or click on the follow or subscribe button on your podcast platforms, and also do leave a comment, a review, or ratings of the podcast. I do want to hear from you. Now, speaking of inspiring guests, I definitely do have one in the studio with me today in this latest episode. Now, he is currently a full-time personal trainer. He's a PT. He was also a regular in the police force. He was in the Special Operations Command as well as the STAR team in the force. Now, he is going to talk to us about that and some of the stories in the STAR team. And above all, to me, he is someone as positive as they come. He is a very, very positive person and one of the most positive person I've ever come across in the past few years or so. Now, welcome to the Silverfox Hustle podcast, my friend, Mr. Benny Chandran. Mr. Benny, how are you, my friend?
Thank you so much, Sashi. I'm good, and thank you so much for that introduction. You make me even more nervous right now, but it's okay. Thank you so much, Sashi.
Don't be nervous because we're having a conversation.
Right.
Now, before we start, right, I just want to say this. I hope you don't mind. Now, I've been wanting to get you into the studios for quite some time already, like since April or so. I started this podcast in April, and a few months already, and because of reasons, right? Somewhere along the lines there were some reasons that you couldn't get into the studios with me. But one of the questions that you did ask me was, why me? As in, why you?
Oh yes,
Benny,
I definitely
right?
did that. Yeah.
And this is what I want to tell you and the listeners as well listening at home. Now, I don't equate my guest, as inspiring because they are rock stars, they are celebrities, they are earning $1 million a year, they are CEOs of companies or whatever. All my guests so far have been rock stars, no matter what they earn, no matter what they do, because in my eyes, they are inspiring. And I have to tell you this, Mr. Benny, you are definitely inspiring. So just to get that out of the way first, right? Now, COVID-19 situation. Let's start off there because you are a PT. Currently, you are a personal trainer. How has that affected you, especially when it first started, the circuit breaker, Benny?
So Sashi, when the circuit breaker kicked in, all my trainings were ceased. So the first week from the circuit breaker to the end of the week, I was literally thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I cannot just be sitting down at home, shaking my legs, looking at my wife, deciding what to eat, what to cook, and things like that. So and then there were talks going on about online training, online PTs and things like that. But I was very reluctant initially because I'm thinking, for me, quality of the training is priority.
True.
Right? So how am I going to do that when I'm online, when I'm not there on site with my clients? And then it just struck me. It said, Ben, if you don't do it, you will not know. So I decided, then I proposed to my clients. I said, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do for 1 week. Let's try. Let's try.
Yeah.
I'm going to assure you that quality training will be there. Yeah, it's not going to be compromised because that's what most of my clients look into. And so I proposed to my clients for, let's say we do it for a week, and they said, okay, Ben, let's go for it. So a few of my clients were very ready, and they offered me the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed.
Right.
I'm very blessed.
Right. Carry on, please.
We went about for a week, and at the end of the week, my client said, those clients who did, 30% of my clients volunteered. They said, let's do this. So they said, Ben, let's continue.
Wow.
And another, I would say, surprise. I was very touched. So these clients said, no discount. We will offer you the price that we will pay you when you come on site.
Okay.
So there was no discount. Even though I offered, they said, no, it's okay. We'll just go for this.
Right.
Because they said, Ben, it was fantastic.
Nice.
Right. So this is where I always believe quality of the training is very important. And my groups are small. I keep my groups either small, either 3 to 5, or even personal training.
Yeah. That's
so
that's
this is
nice
how
to
it
know.
kickstart.
That's nice to know. We're going to talk about the personal training bit
Yeah, sure.
later on,
Okay,
because there's loads to talk about,
Alright.
especially with your attitude, and
Okay.
just that start alone,
Yeah.
that start alone when
Right.
you explained about trying to get things started,
Yeah.
trying something new.
Yeah.
That speaks already just a little
Yeah.
bit about what your
Right.
character is all about.
Okay.
So outstanding.
Alright,
Now,
man. Thank you very much. Sashi.
no worries. Now, you were in the force
Yes.
before,
Yeah.
right? Now let's just go back to your poly days before that. You did
Okay.
police studies.
Okay. There's a little bit of
Right.
I won't say mix up. So what happened? I'll give
Okay,
you a brief
sure.
brief story, an interesting one.
Yeah.
So I was a very outgoing student when I was in
Okay.
school, right? We
Yes.
come back to what kind of student I was, right?
Nice.
So I was a very outgoing student. I think this was because I was exposed to live stage performances at the age of 5. I started breakdancing. I started acting at the age of 5 because my mom was into entertainment. and
Okay.
She had an entertainment business.
So you're a break dancer.
I used to break dance. I
Right.
still can. I still have some movements. I can show you later on.
Wow.
Right. So I think this trait was in me from maybe 5 years
Okay.
old, and so in school I was very sporty. I played all sports. I played soccer, basketball, volleyball. I was into track and field. I used to
Okay.
do sprint events, and I did throwing events. Like javelin and discus. And so I represented school as well. I represented my secondary school as well.
Okay.
And then we going back. Oh, I also helmed lead roles in my school dramas.
Right.
Yeah, my held lead role. But academically wise, okay, this is where a little bit interesting. Academically wise, because I paid too much attention on my
CCAs.
extracurricular
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah.
So academically wise, I was just very average.
Okay.
Right. I
Okay.
scraped through my O levels.
Okay.
But I failed science, so I couldn't get to the polytechnic.
How about
So I
maths?
struggled. Maths, I passed my maths. Yeah, all other subjects I passed
Only
except
science?
science.
Okay.
I flung my science, and not just. I failed terribly actually. So
Okay.
I couldn't get it. I couldn't appeal and things like that. So I
Okay.
was down.
Right.
So I was thinking, what am I going to do now? I tried the next step. I tried a private school. Tried to do my A levels.
Where
Yeah.
was this?
This was, I think, St. Francis Methodist, something like that. I think
Okay.
it's St. Francis, private method,
Alright,
private
right.
private A levels.
Right.
And then after 3 months, no man, I can't do this. So I decided, okay, let's not waste time. Let's get enlisted.
Okay.
So just nice,
Right.
I had an enlistment letter into the police, and I was enlisted in December 1999, 14 December 1999.
Mhm.
So I went. So I had to go in extra 2 months
Why?
because I failed my fitness test. I couldn't pass. I couldn't do my pull-ups. I couldn't run. and
You
things
couldn't
like
do
that.
pull-ups.
At that time, 0. So 2 extra months. 2 extra months for me to
Wait,
go.
0 pull-ups.
0 pull-ups to 20 pull-ups. I'll
Okay.
share the story later.
Right.
Of course, gradually. Yeah?
Okay.
So enlisted, and so 2 extra months. 2 extra months. I'm sitting. So one of the days I was sitting down. We were having swimming training. So I was a Cat A swimmer,
Okay.
but I was waiting for my turn
Okay.
when the instructors waiting for the instructors to call me. I don't know. I think it was God sent message, or suddenly it just struck me really hard.
Okay.
I said, Ben, what am I going to do after my NS? Because initially I just hated NS like any other boy. I say it's a waste of time. Why should I do this? So
Me
when
too.
all right, okay, but we all turn out to be fine men.
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So during that, so it hit me hard. Say, what am I going to do after this? I've only got O levels.
This was while waiting.
Waiting
By the pool?
Waiting by the pool. Exactly, waiting by the pool, looking out Thompson Road. And because our police academy,
yes,
right?
yes,
Police
yes,
academy,
yes.
looking out at the condos, and I was just imagining, what am I going to do?
Okay.
Then I decided, okay, maybe I should just sign on first.
Ah.
Because I only had 5 O levels.
Okay.
So I could sign on at the time, I could
Okay.
sign on. So I inquired and I managed to get through and things like that. Okay, so fast forward, after training, I went to Special Operations Command as a regular.
Okay.
Excuse me. So this is where, so during the police force days,
Yeah.
I was there a total of 9 years. So during that time, I upgraded. I did my part-time police studies. This is where the police studies
I
comes
see,
in.
I see.
I did my police
Right,
studies
right,
because I
right.
thought I'm going to be here for life.
Okay.
So I did my police studies diploma and I graduated.
I
And
see.
after many years, coming out to work
Mm.
privately, I did my degree. I got my bachelor's in business management and strategy.
Right, right, right.
And so it's always a continuous learning process for me.
So
I always learn it the hard way, but I fight.
right,
I
right.
keep doing it.
So, but back then,
Yeah.
right, as you were, because you signed on,
Right?
you signed on, right, for the police force
Yes.
because you couldn't, because
Because
you flung your
initially, yeah,
your,
I
your
didn't know what
science
else to do.
and so that was not by choice. You were like, oh, what do I do now? I flung my science and I went for a 3-month course
Yeah.
and I didn't like it, and okay, maybe I just might as well. And it's stable, obviously, right?
Definitely,
People
definitely.
say that the army, if you are a teacher and
Yeah.
what have you, it's a little
The
bit stable.
golden rice bowl. They call it the iron rice bowl.
The iron, yeah, the iron rice bowl. So, but did you think that okay, this is just going to be a 6-year thing or a 5-year thing, and then I'm getting out, or did you have a a
No,
plan
okay.
or
So for me, I always believe that I have to be responsible for myself.
right?
That is why first thing I said, sign on first. Then
Okay.
let's see what's going to happen.
Okay,
So from there, I upgraded and things
Yeah.
like that. So at that time when I signed on, it was a permanent scheme. They
Yeah.
had a permanent scheme.
okay,
So I thought, okay, this is going to be me. I'm going to be a police officer. And as I get older, the route should be you become a trainer or
Yeah.
something like that. So I was there. So I just wanted to be responsible for myself.
okay. For
Yeah.
starters, right?
For starters, yeah.
Now just rewind a little bit.
Okay, sure.
School days, right?
Yeah, yeah,
School days,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
How were you as a boy?
Yeah.
Like yeah, you talked about very
Yeah,
sporty,
yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, volleyball,
Yeah,
running,
yeah,
break dancing as
Yeah,
well, right?
Mischievous. I
So
forgot
I
that.
just,
Mischievous.
oh yeah, I just wanted to
yeah,
touch on that.
yeah.
But behavior wise and stuff like that, were you the kind that were mixing with bad company, or you had friends who were what kind of a student were you besides the studies part?
I would say jack of all trades, master
Ah.
of none.
Really?
I mixed around with gangsters.
Right,
I mixed around with studious students.
right,
But I was just myself.
right.
I was just myself. I
Okay.
never picked up. I didn't get. I thank God. Once again, I was
Yeah.
blessed. I didn't get into big trouble when I was
Okay.
mixing around with the gangsters.
Okay. Because it is easy to stray because
It is very easy.
because from where
Yeah,
I was studying as
Yeah,
well, right?
right.
The school,
Yeah.
right?
It's, yeah.
And at that time as well,
Yes,
it was
yes, yes.
it
It's
was
very
always
easy,
going to
yeah,
be easy
yeah,
to stray, but
Very easy.
I
And myself, my personality is such.
Right.
I get distracted very easily. at that
Okay.
time. So this is where over time I had to learn how to put myself down, get
Okay.
a bit more disciplined, and stop swaying around and be
Okay.
focused. So it took time. Over time, that's why I emphasized. At that time,
Right.
I was an average student. Now I'm much better. Yeah. Now I'm much better. Yeah.
I want to touch on that zero pull-ups thing as
Yeah,
well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It is fair to say you were, I wouldn't say not fit, but you couldn't pass the
Yeah.
test that is required,
Yeah.
right? So you had back then it was the
So
is
back
it
there
called
were the 6 stations. Yeah, you had your
Ah,
pull up,
yes.
your 2.4, your
a
standing board
sit and-
jump.
sit and reach.
No, standing board jump. This is IPPT.
Oh, IPPT, yes,
That
correct.
was NAFA.
Yes, yes.
So you had your pull up, standing board, shuttle
Shuttle
run,
run.
and sit ups. Yeah.
So your weak ones were the
Definitely the pull ups.
pull-ups, yeah.
Definitely the pull. I can manage to pass the run at the time,
right.
and definitely pull up. So I had to stay that full 2 months to complete this.
So
Yeah.
you managed to up your number of pull-ups
From
within the
0
2
to
months?
6. Yeah, from 0 to 6.
From
Because
within the 2
before,
months?
before heading to the main course of
Correct,
your,
correct,
you
yes.
have to already have to
Yes.
either pass your IPPT or something. So within that 2 months, managed to get 6.
How about weight-wise? Were you having weight issue or you were
Oh,
normal? Is it only the strength part?
I was a stocky guy. Yeah, I was not lean. I was not fat, but I was stout. I was stout.
right.
So maybe that, and I got very long arms.
Okay.
So with that weight, I really got to pull really
Ah.
hard. So I didn't, at that time, we didn't know how to really train to improve your pull-ups. It was just,
Okay.
you want to improve your pull-ups, push-ups.
Okay.
That was the only thing we did
Right.
last time, right?
Right,
If you can recall.
Right.
So we managed
Or
day in, day out.
you just do pull-ups every day.
Oh yeah, you
That's
just
what
do
we.
pull-up before breakfast,
Yes.
before lunch, before dinner.
So wait,
Yeah.
for 2 months,
Yeah.
what did you do to get from 0 to 6? What
So
is okay? What
literally-
is the secret?
You just gotta hustle your way through, man, Sashi. No choice.
No,
You
no,
just do it
see-
because I had that determination. I said, I got to get this done, man. No way, no way. So every day, in fact, the instructors will help out. They were nice.
What would you say the percentage of, okay, let's say out of 100 what you call it, recruits? 100 recruits who got into the 2-month program.
Yeah.
Just give me a rough gauge of percentage. How many could have done like 6 and above after that initial stage?
Quite a few. I would say quite a few. My time, if I can recall, quite a few. Maybe more than half actually. More than half.
So
more than half.
no, seriously. The reason why I'm asking this is very simple, right? Because before this IPPT, the new IPPT where it's just the push-ups, sit-ups, and the run.
Yes.
There were it was the normal IPPT,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
And people keep on failing the.
So can you imagine now the standard?
Yeah,
happening.
No, I'm sure not a lot can do pull-ups, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But it is, to me, it is basically work. It is basically
you have to do that.
putting in the work every day, so that because within 2 months we can get 6. Just imagine that, listeners, especially youngsters listening in, right? Those going into in the poly or IT even, trying to get the pass in your IPPT, it can be done. But now obviously you just have to do the push-ups.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How
The
easy
most
is
important thing is you have to have that unwavering belief in yourself. I'll come to this later on. These are the most important points that I want to share with people.
Yes.
I just pushed and make sure I got it done. That's all.
Right.
No two ways about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the police force. So when you got in, you were recruit, and then obviously you were a regular in the police force, right? How did it get to a stage where you got into the? Is it what do you call it? Just tell me what is it? It is called.
The star unit.
Yes,
you mean.
yes.
Oh, so it's the abbreviation. It's so the full form is Special Tactics and Rescue Unit.
Right.
It's the elite arm of the Singapore Police Force.
Is it like the
It's
SOC?
like
the
army. They have their Special Operations
Yes,
Force.
correct.
In US, you have your
Okay.
SWAT.
So this is the equivalent.
So
So how did you get into
Yeah,
this?
but I've got to say the SOF, they've got other special capabilities where we do not touch. So we
Okay.
respect them for that.
Right.
We are more urban. We are more urban trained, and more I would say what's that word? Domestic cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand.
Right.
So how did you get in? Like did you
So-
raise your hands? Hey, I wanna.
This is
how
also
does this work?
interesting.
Okay.
So after my basic training in police academy,
Right.
I came to SOC, Special Operations Command.
Okay.
So I thought Special Operations Command was the elite, the
Right.
best. I've never heard of Star Unit. No,
Okay.
no, never.
Okay.
So one day during the basic training, so when we enter Special Operations Command, there's another 1.5 months of basic training.
Okay.
So during this time, because Special Operations Command and Star Unit, we share the same base.
But there are different.
Yeah, just different
separate-
blocks.
Yeah, separate.
and
Okay.
separate entities.
All right.
Different units.
Okay.
One command, 3 different units.
Okay.
So during the basic training with Special Operations Command, I saw these vehicles coming in black, and I was like, "Wait, who are these guys?"
Okay. Okay.
And then guys coming down, it
Look
looked
cool.
damn impressive and cool. Then I inquired, "So who are these guys?"
What vehicles are these?
Those those vehicles are in black. They just come in black
Okay.
because so that
Right.
caught
I
my eye
understand.
and
I
my
understand.
attention. So I inquired what's
Okay.
this all about. Then I found out, so there's this unit,
Okay.
an elite unit. So I told myself, I want to be here one day.
Okay.
So after about 1.5 years or probably 2 years in Special Operations Command, I applied for the selection phase.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how was that like? So you got in straight into when you applied, and then you were accepted basically into the first. How was
Okay,
the recruitment
so-
process like?
So in 2002, there will be when you apply, they will just screen through. First, they have their screening unit
Okay.
to screen through your applications.
Right.
And there will be a 1-day fitness and psychological test, just 1 day, so that you have a few hundred guys coming in to do a basic fitness test. As long as you can do six pull-ups, you can do the basic IPPT exercises, you're fine. And then you have so once you're perspired and sweaty, they'll put you down in an aircon room for hours, literally for hours, to fill up a survey.
Was that done on purpose or?
I don't know. I think this is just to test your mental strength because you're all sweaty,
No, but
drippy, and
what were you doing the physical part? What
Yeah.
things like what?
so
Example.
you've got your push-ups, you got to say basic fitness
it's-
tests.
it's-
Yeah.
Is it simple?
It was simple. It was simple. That test was simple.
Okay.
So after that, you come in, you do your psychological test
For hours?
About, I think almost to about 3 hours. Just sitting down there, I was thinking, when is this going to end?
But did it need 3 hours?
I think so. I don't know. Probably they would just want to see how many guys got no patience, just leave and then go off.
Did
I think
anyone leave?
there were people who just
Seriously?
left halfway. Yeah, there were people who just left halfway, if I can recall correctly.
Okay.
So moving forward, so if you pass this 1 day psychological test and fitness test, then you come into at my time was a 12 days hell week. They call it the hell week, but this was 12 days.
It's just the first part.
This is just the first part.
Okay.
This is just the first part. So this is the 12 days hell week, and the first day, I can, if I'm not wrong, there were about 80 to 90 candidates,
Right.
officers trying out.
Right.
And so this is where they will push you and they will test you through your mental, your physical endurance, teamwork, leadership, problem-solving skills. So after the first 6 days, there was only 5 of us remaining.
Out of
From
what, 80?
to 90 of us,
Wow.
only 5 of us. So 5 of us. So, but here comes another part. At the second day of the hell week, at the end of the day, I put up my hand. There was a debrief.
Okay.
So I just put up my hand and I told the officers in charge over there, I said, I would like to quit. I was physically strong. I would share how I developed all this. I was physically strong,
Wow.
but mentally I was I was not there mentally.
This is what?
Yeah.
The second day
This
of
was just the second day of the 12 days course.
Okay.
This was just the second day of the 12 days course. And many of the instructors over there, they were shocked. Looking at me, they said, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
So I was very blessed again. Many blessings for me, yeah?
Okay.
Many blessings. I was blessed again. The instructor pulled me aside and said, he told me, Tambi, I think you're just tired.
Okay.
You go have your dinner and I'll see you later. So I said, okay, fine. And I was very blessed because in the previous badges, if anybody raised up their hands
You're
to
gone.
say, I'm God, they would just say, go off.
Okay. What is it?
So I don't know. I'm just blessed. I'm very blessed.
Right.
I think, and because I did, the first 2 days I was doing very well.
Okay,
I would
okay,
say I was
okay,
doing very well.
Okay.
So that's why the instructors were shocked. I think so. And then so during dinner that night, I called my mom. I said, Mom, I think I cannot make, because my mom is one of the most important
Right.
pillars in my life. You know.
Right.
She's such an encouraging character. So I told my mom, I said, I think I can't make it. This is not mine. Because at the previous department where I was doing very well too.
Okay.
So why do I have to come out of my comfort zone and go through this every day?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
question came from my mom. So
Right.
my mom said, if you want to be the best, you have to go the extra mile. And she just laughed it off. She said, you go and rest. If tomorrow you don't feel like it, don't feel like it.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So slept over. So next day I got up, I joined the training, kick start, and we passed off the 12 days very well.
Right.
So the 5 of us did very well.
Wow.
And so then again that belief part came in.
Mm.
They said, no, I have to do this. I can do this.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm sitting and I don't think I've ever heard you say this
Yeah.
as well, that
Yeah.
you wanted to quit on the
Yeah.
second day.
Yeah, second day. This is the second day. And there's
Was
more
it-
quitting coming up. Yeah, I will share
Was
with
it
you
was
more
it
quitting coming.
was it just mental?
That was just the mental
because
part.
like you said,
Yeah.
you're strong.
Yeah,
right?
definitely, but that was
It's-
just the mental part because they
What was
just
it-
make you
no, what-
carry loads and run non-stop for hours. They break you down. They'll challenge you.
I think
Yeah.
even mentally, I think
Yeah.
you.
I think
Is
that part was okay. That part was still alright. But to me, at that time, I thought, I am comfortable at my previous unit.
Yeah.
Why do I want to come out of the comfort zone, go through all this for?
I just wanted to tell you that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't the mental part is one thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think maybe you think that why should I do this?
Exactly. That's
It's-
what
it's
it
like-
came-
it's like-
came- what for? Why do I
No,
want to
it's-
waste my time
yeah,
for?
I
I'll
think-
just be comfortable there, be one of the best officers there.
Right.
So
I know-
why
I
do
know
I want
what
to
you
come
mean.
out, leave all that comfort zone and come and struggle
But,
here?
okay, wait. Having
Yeah.
said that,
Yeah.
the 12,
Yeah.
12 days of Hell Week,
Yeah.
whatever you say, you can be strong, you can be mental. It is hell.
It is definitely.
Just give me a few
Yeah.
examples without
Yeah.
being.
So they would just break you down with loads. You carry loads,
Right.
and you'll be running non-stop. You'll be carrying big, big, big wooden blocks. You're supposed to have a teammate. And then
Yeah.
you've got a stretcher race with about 90 kilos, 4 of you, and they want to see your teamwork, how you cooperate, how
Yeah.
you motivate each other, and just hours of running and stress, mental stress.
Was Raihan
Things
part of
like
this?
Raihan was the previous batch.
Okay,
Raihan
so
was
he
the
went
previous- yes,
went
yes,
through
yes.
all
Raihan
this.
was the previous batch.
Right.
Right.
So, wow, this is it's
It's
amazing story.
Yeah, definitely,
Right. And look how you progress as well.
definitely. This is the place where made me into a real hardcore guy.
So after the
would say.
12 days, what
Yeah.
happened?
So after the 12 days, if you pass, of course they have assessments.
Right.
You cannot just pass. You got to pass with certain criteria.
Yeah.
You got to meet certain timing. You got to meet certain scores, certain points. So 5 of us, that's why we passed. We went
Yeah.
on to the next phase. Next phase was the main course. So next phase
Main
is
course.
is
So
the
that
main
was
course. Yeah,
that
they
was
call it the main course.
that was the starters.
Starters, and this is the main course where
Right.
it is actually your core skills,
Okay.
where they develop you with the main core skills, like you have your close quarter combat,
Mm.
where you are firing live round in rooms and moving with
Live rounds.
live rounds,
Okay.
and you're moving in rooms, combat, real, but of course you are hitting paper targets. But the thing is, you're
Yeah, but
moving in
you
teams.
you cross.
Yeah, so you got to be alert. You got to be very focused at all times.
Okay.
And then you have your repelling.
Right.
You have your sea circuit. That means
Right.
we have some sea operations as well,
Right.
and firearms.
So along
Shooting, yeah.
so along
That's the
this
course, yeah.
so-called main
Yeah,
course, right?
yeah.
There were people quitting as well.
Oh no, main course. It's more of a course that you attend to qualify for this,
Ah.
because the hell part already over.
Ah.
They know, okay, these guys can make it.
Okay.
Let's focus on the skills now.
Understand.
Skills. But if you mess up anywhere, definitely
Of course.
you're out. Yeah, that's all. That's the basic principle. You got to do well.
Yeah.
There's no chance for mishaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
How about your this assaulter and firearms instructor
Yeah.
thingy?
Yeah.
How did you get there?
So this is also a very proud moment for me.
Nice.
So within the second year, I was appointed as the assistant firearms instructor.
So this is
Yeah.
already you have already you are already a full-fledged.
full-fledged
Star.
star officer.
Right.
Full-fledged star or star
Anyway,
officer.
for
Yeah,
listeners who
yeah,
don't know yet,
yeah.
what does STAR mean again?
So special tactics and rescue.
Right. Okay. So yeah, continue please.
So at the second year of my tenure with the Star unit, I
Right.
was appointed as a firearms instructor because I think
Okay.
I possess certain skills.
Nice.
And so I was very proud. I was the youngest ever in the unit
How old?
to be. I was 22
Wow.
to be
Nice.
an instructor,
Okay.
of assistant firearms instructor.
Okay.
So this is a very proud moment for me, and that was also very challenging because being a newbie in the unit, you're conducting training, you're conducting lessons for seniors who've been there for many years.
Ah.
So that took a while for me to bridge between myself and them. Some of them were just looking at me like, I'm sure they would be like, you young punk, you come here, you want to tell me what to do?
Yeah.
But I did not let that affect me. All I did was just stay focused and be me
Mm.
and just give off my best. That's all. These were the simple principles I had until today. Same old thing.
Yeah.
Be yourself, give off your best.
Yeah.
And that's it. And over time, we had the respect for each other. We built rapport with those senior guys, and yeah.
I think that's great because
Yeah.
I think that is another lesson to be
Yeah.
learned. Anyone listening in, when you reach a certain level
Yeah.
of whatever a position,
Yeah.
and probably you're younger than
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Someone will be thinking, "What is this? This
Yeah.
guy is a young punk," like
Yeah,
you said, right?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then you need to put your head down
Yes,
and
exactly.
keep
Yeah.
on doing great work,
Yes.
and then the respect will
Yeah,
come.
that's it.
Right?
That's it. Respect is earned. Yeah, like what
Yeah,
you've also said. Respect
right,
is earned.
right. So that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Now the Star team, right? You guys, like you said, it's in urban and it's local. It's basically dealing with local stuff now.
Domestic cases.
Yeah, domestic cases, like I said, dealing with armed criminals,
Mhm. Yeah,
hostage
yeah,
takers,
yeah.
counter assault, right?
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay,
freaking
so
dangerous.
yeah, it is. But in Singapore, we have very strict laws pertaining
yeah.
to firearms. So because it could be the death
Sentence,
death
right?
So having said that, there were instances where we arrested culprits, or rather gunmen.
With
usually
firearms?
With firearms, so smuggled in and things like that. So I've never personally experienced any shootouts, but
Okay.
we have supported other police divisions, other police units,
Okay.
because at that time we had the capability to
Yeah.
gain entry and
Okay.
and the skills to arrest
Right.
armed subjects. It doesn't have to be firearms. It could be a machete or
Okay.
knife. So as long as you're armed and dangerous,
Okay.
then we step in. We come in, and I've arrested a couple of them as a team.
Right. It's wow. It's really dangerous actually. You know, you think about it. And what oh, what was it the time of Maslamat time? Were the star team called during this time?
Okay, so yeah, they were called that time, but I've already left that unit at
right,
that time.
right. So-
Yeah,
so you
that
guys
was in
were-
2008. Yeah,
Right.
but we were there. There were many other cases. There were some illegal immigrants that landed in the army training ground in Pulau Tekong. So we were
Serious?
there as well, together with the army guys, of course.
Right. Right.
And, yeah, many other armed cases that not reported as well. But I wouldn't say firearms, but armed and dangerous. Could
But,
be weapons
yeah.
and knives and daggers. Yeah.
I think, like you said, we are lucky to be in
Yeah.
Singapore.
Definitely.
you
It
know,
is a
I
safe
think-
country. Yeah.
I
But
just a question, right?
Yeah.
Now, how confident are you
Yeah.
or even
Yeah.
the star team
Yeah.
at that time when
Yeah.
you were there, right?
Yeah.
If there was a real
Yeah.
danger,
Yeah.
were you confident of your
Very
abilities?
confident. I would say
Yeah?
we were very confident, because that's the amount of training that we've
Right.
been put through.
Okay.
During training itself, during the trainings itself, they will put you through all kinds of stress.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that in that way we are prepared. We are
Okay.
always prepared with good training grounds,
Right.
state of the art weapons,
Right.
and things like that.
Great.
So confidence wise, I got full confidence in everyone.
So is it safe to
Yeah.
say that we
You are in good hands.
we are in good
You
hands with
definitely
the
in good
star
hands.
team
Definitely.
behind us?
Not just the star team, with the entire police force.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you.
And of course, don't forget the army. We've got
Yeah, of
really
course.
good army.
I'm reading here. You got an award for successful capture of an armed criminal.
Oh, so this is one of the cases. Actually.
Right,
One
right,
of the cases. that
right.
we have.
So you-
together as a team. Yeah,
Right.
together as a team.
Nice.
Yeah. It's-
How about Pedra Branca?
Okay, so Pedra Branca, a little bit of a history. Yeah.
Okay.
So Pedra Branca is an outlying island situated about 44 kilometers away at the
Okay.
eastern waters. So
Okay.
this is a very important, strategically located island
Right.
with a lighthouse.
Okay.
So this is a key channel for international shipping. You know,
Okay.
Singapore is a shipping hub,
Right.
trade hub. So this is where
Right.
lots of ship come. Close to about 900 ships a day passes through that channel.
Okay.
So this lighthouse there is strategically located
Okay.
for us to monitor the ship movements.
Mm.
So, and it is also close to Malaysia, which is on the north.
Okay.
So that is why they've been disputing this island with us since the 1970s.
Yeah.
And in 2017, the dispute was resolved by the International Court of Justice,
Okay.
and they awarded the island to Singapore.
Right.
And so I was deployed there. At that time, I was deployed there together with two other officers
Full
from
time?
the Special Operations Command. No, for 8 days. So it's
Okay.
a shift.
Okay. Okay.
From every company, you'll have 8 guys coming over, 3 guys coming
Yeah.
over, and 3 naval officers.
Okay.
So we've got the naval officers and us. We will provide security and just ensure that that island is safe. No
Safe-
intruders.
Safe
no
from what exactly?
safe from intrusion or sabotage
Okay.
by whoever. Yeah, it's quite sensitive to mention, by whoever,
Ah.
or even
Interesting. Interesting.
yeah, sabotage or
Yeah,
that's why we are there. That's why we were there.
I can see the nature
Right,
of
right,
the
yeah.
the secrecy
Yeah.
behind that.
yeah.
Right. So you were there for 8 days.
8 days, yeah.
Right.
So we got to monitor ships coming in or anybody coming close,
Okay.
and we also armed over there. Definitely, yeah.
Right. So you left in 2008.
2008, yeah, February.
So that was
13.
a part of your contract or
No.
the
I
bond, or-
at that time I thought, okay, since 9 years, so I was in Special Operations Command for
Yeah.
3 years,
Okay.
3.5 years, and 5.5 years
Okay.
in Star.
Right.
Right after that, one day, then again something struck me. Say, Ben, I think it's about time for me to do something else.
Who was this
for
talking
myself?
to you?
I don't know. It's just probably the divine, yeah.
Right. Right.
So I thought, okay, it's about time to look into something different.
Did anybody
myself.
try to stop you from the force?
Definitely, I had,
Yeah?
and I was also told that I'm welcome back anytime if I want to come back.
Okay.
Especially my commander, who said
Okay.
they are losing a
Who's
valuable
who's your
officer.
commander?
Yeah,
Is he still there?
he's in the police. He's gone up to a different unit.
What's his name?
It's quite sensitive. I
Okay,
mentioned,
sure.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
right. All right.
Yeah, right.
So you decided to just leave like that
Yeah,
without a plan, or did you already have a
I
plan?
had a plan actually, so I wanted to try something different, and there was an opportunity to start a business with a
Alright.
family friend
Okay.
in construction in 2008, and that was where it was a mistake after I left. So that is where I had to hustle again and come in.
What was the mistake?
So we planned to start this business,
Just the two of you.
just the two of us,
Right.
because he had some connections and things like that. So we just had to support with the administrative part, and so 2008 I came out. Financial crisis. I can't remember which one, but
Okay.
financial crisis. So construction, everything was badly hit. And then again, I was blessed.
What shit timing was that?
Yeah,
Benny?
exactly. Yeah.
You
I
didn't do
don't know, I
your
don't
you
know.
didn't do your homework, or
No, it just happened. It just happened. It just happened.
right? Okay.
So then again, okay, I managed to secure a job with my background as a security manager.
Okay.
So I covered the security for the company because they were dealing in precious metal, electronic waste recycling.
Okay.
So I was there as a security manager. I handled the environmental issues because they were releasing treated water, untreated water, chemical water,
Okay.
things like that. So I
Right.
liaised with government agencies and environmental agencies with this. And I also managed the facilities, the entire factory,
Right.
ensure the safety, that,
Okay.
that everything is in accordance with BCA,
Okay.
Building Construction Authority.
Okay.
So that was my management part in life. But I just, it's just not me to sit down in the office and prepare paperwork, prepare documents, go for meetings and things like that. Yeah.
How
Go
about
ahead.
this security and escort work?
Okay, so that was an ad hoc basis. That was more of an
While
ad
you
hoc
were still
basis.
doing
yeah,
this,
while
or-
I was still doing this,
Okay.
and after I left the company as well. So I've got friends who are in the security companies that handle that provide what do you call it, executive protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
So basically,
It's
you're
like a bodyguard.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like a bodyguard. So I have escorted prominent football stars, Ronaldo.
Wow.
No wait. Ferdinand.
Real Ferdinand, right?
Rio Ferdinand and not Lionel Messi, but this guy plays for City. Oh
Okay.
man.
Which one? Argentinian?
Yeah, Argentina guy.
Aguero.
Aguero,
Right.
yes, Aguero.
Okay.
So these guys, and I've also had a minor project with one of my former colleagues. We escorted Mr. Peter Lim and the Son for an event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that like, Peter
So
Lim?
that's I mean the guy is quite a cool guy. He's a very
Yeah?
nice guy. We were doing a charity work actually. He was doing a charity work. We had to escort him around because just to keep him safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep him safe.
Keep him safe.
We all know why, because he's,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah, that's the thing, yeah,
multi-billionaire. But that is more like it. If
Yeah.
I look at you,
Yeah.
I'm not like stereotyping,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that's more like it in terms of your outgoing nature
Okay.
and stuff like that. Being so-called bodyguard
Yeah,
security instead of just sitting in the office.
Yeah,
like the press would-
exactly. That's another point where I want to come. That you have to find your niche.
Right.
Otherwise, you will struggle.
Struggle is one thing. You may prosper, but you may not like what you do.
Okay, got it. In another way, you can look at it another way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But to me, this is where I believe until today, if there's something not going right, you got to. I mean, there's basic common sense. Not going right, you got to fine tune, keep fine tuning. It's never an A to Z route. You might go A and then might just go up one, come down
Right.
0. So like that.
Interesting. And then what happened?
So where were we actually now? Huh?
No, you were just being a escort,
Yeah,
bodyguard,
escort
and how did
okay.
the fitness training come about? Like
Okay, then again, it was decided to do something else. I said I have to do something for myself, and which I am more, which I'm really good at.
okay,
Really good at.
Right.
Then I decided, okay, let me try this fitness industry. So I went for the FISAF course. It's
right,
a Federation of International Sports
Right.
and Certification.
Okay.
So I took that course back in 2010, 2011, 2012, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And then ever since then, it was a slow start for the first years, something like that, because we were trying to get clients and
Who's we?
so sorry, myself.
Right.
Not
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
My wife has been doing this for way back,
Okay.
more than me. Yeah?
Okay.
And so I got into this, another hustle game. You just got to push, you got to do your work, you got to find clients. So this was completely on my own.
Okay.
This is where the discipline had to come in, that creativity,
Did you
that
have-
hustling. And
Did you think about anything else? Obviously you like the sports
Yeah.
part. You like to be in the fitness training industry and what have you. But did you have, like think of, okay, this I got if I have to go in, I've got to go in full on
Yeah.
because you got to think about other stuff like
Right.
no CPF,
Oh yes, definitely, yeah.
starting out alone
Alone and
from scratch with
and-
no clients, with no base,
Yeah.
no foundation, whatever. Did you like think, okay, if this doesn't go right, then it's
Okay, then at that time I had no plan.
okay.
Right? It was just okay. Let me do this. It was just a little bit of I would say the confidence that I had. I say I can do this. I will have to do this.
Okay.
Right? Because it's something that I'm familiar with. I'm good at.
Okay.
And I can do this. So from there, I picked up day by day, bit by bit. Day by day, bit by bit, I picked up and I was consistent
Okay.
and I built my clients. I got to thank my wife. She
Okay.
recommended one particular client back in, I think, 2012.
That's how you started out.
From there, From there, it grew word of mouth.
So you
Word of
started off
mouth.
with one
With
client?
one client. I started out with one client. It was a family. It was
Okay.
a family, yeah.
Right.
So from then it grew and grew and grew consistently in a slow, steady. I won't say I'm fantastic. I got
Okay.
thousands of clients, but
Right.
every day I've got at least about 6 to 7 sessions. Each session there could be either personal training
Okay.
or a small group session. Till now it's very consistent.
Wow. You got to thank your wife for that.
I got to
you
thank
you
my wife for that.
wanna
And thank God for that too, man.
Yeah, of course, of course. You want to have give a shout out to your wife?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
believe
yeah.
she's a runner as well.
Oh, she used to be a prominent long distance runner in Singapore.
Okay.
She was also a national hockey player.
What's the name? Come
Her
on.
name is Anne Chi Hui.
Right.
Anne Chi Hui. So thank you, Anne. Thank you, baby. Okay, cool.
Lovely.
Right.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So is she still running?
So,
like as in competitively? No, right?
Not competitively, but she trains clients she prepares
Okay.
clients for marathons or just general
Nice.
fitness, maintenance fitness,
Nice. Now, personally, what kind of sacrifices do you have to go through as a personal trainer? Like on a daily basis, like you have, for example, like you said, 6 clients
Okay,
per
yeah,
day, for
yeah,
example.
yeah.
What kind of sacrifices do you have to make?
yeah.
Because the reasons why I'm asking you is
Yeah.
this could help people out there, especially I'm at the ITE
Yeah.
and we have students who are from the fitness training course,
Okay.
the sport management
Right.
course, and they want to probably start up
Yeah.
something, for
Okay.
example. So what kind of sacrifices do you have to make?
Instead of sacrifice, I would rather say you got to be structured with how you're going to approach your daily
Okay.
activities. So for me, number one, you got to know your stuff well.
That
Okay.
is
That is
immense. It's
Yeah,
big.
you have to know your stuff pretty well. You can't know you're unable to know everything,
Yeah.
but you have to know at least 80-90%.
Okay.
Good enough. So that's number one. Number two, you got to be structured. You have to make time. If today I'm seeing 6 clients, I have to see these 6 clients. I cannot say because I'm on my own. I'm
Yeah.
on my own.
Because nobody's gonna pay you
Nobody's
back.
going to pay me back. That's why I'm on my own, and I got to keep things structured. So in the mornings I see a certain number of clients. Then in
Right.
between during lunch, what do I do? Do I just sit down? So it's either I do some research on training,
Okay.
on a new training method,
Okay.
or I hit the gym. So
Okay.
it's every day is like this, and then I continue again the second half of the day with training of my client, and then come back. It's time to relax a little bit,
Right.
and then so structuring, being structured is very important.
Right.
Plan your day ahead. Right. I hope I answered your question.
It
Yeah,
it
okay.
has. It has. It has.
Right.
I'm just thinking it's hard work as well because you're talking about time management as well, and sometimes you do have more time than than usual, or maybe
yeah,
on
there's some
certain
days.
days,
That's when I
correct?
call you up for coffee and we go.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
and it's a
And
good
it's
thing
also
as well.
very important who you call out for coffee,
Why?
because who you mix around with, who you mix around with makes you. Your friends make you or friends break you. So I must say, Sashi, you are one of
Oh, thank you.
characters who inspire me. Yeah,
You're
you're one
telling-
of the guys who inspires me.
You're saying
Yeah.
this because you
No,
are
no,
here.
no, no. I told you this many times, even when I met you in IT. Yeah. Right.
That's interesting what you just said, right? Your friends can
Yeah.
make or
Or
break you.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So Will Smith has a recording. Yeah? He says,
Okay.
look at your last 5 messages.
What on your phone?
I have that. I could share it to you.
Okay.
later. So he said, listen to or look at your last 5
Okay.
SMSs. Are they dousing your fire or are they feeding your flame?
Wow.
So because sometimes we can get carried away, we start talking rubbish with our friends and we go
It happens all
haywire.
the time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
most importantly, stay focused during the days. If you have to do this, you do this.
Okay, I understand.
Because
what you mean.
otherwise, people like me, I get distracted very easily. So
Okay.
over time, I've really disciplined myself to set certain targets and be on track.
But that comes from within. It's a self-discipline thing because
But-
just going back to your
Yeah.
okay, for example, you have
Remember my
messages.
school days, I was not that disciplined.
Right. But
Right,
you
yeah.
learnt it over time.
Over
but
time,
and then
yes.
over time you
Yes,
got
yes,
self-discipline
yes,
because
yes.
you know what are your
How
priorities.
important it is.
What are
Yes.
your priorities? Like just give you an example. Like
Yeah.
maybe we are messaging each other,
Yeah.
and then at 5 o'clock you've
Yeah.
got a PT session,
Yeah.
and at 4:30 I message you and they
Yeah,
say,
and then
"Hey,
go
come,
to
let's go
sleep.
out for a drink."
So yeah,
example,
so
right?
that's the thing. I'll be like, I could just tell my client, okay, I'm not feeling well. You know, I can.
Yeah.
So it never happened before. Initially.
Okay.
Some days because I'm just too tired or
Right.
things like that. So I tell my client, I'm not feeling too well. Why don't we? So these are things that will happen.
That is a good
Yeah.
point you made. Have you ever felt like that? Like no,
Definitely. Yeah.
like you just don't want to do it just for
exactly.
whatever reason,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It can be you're not in a good mood or you're
definitely,
tired.
yeah.
So have you like told off your client, hey, maybe I'm not
Yes.
right today?
So the thing with me is I'm very open with my clients and I'm
Okay.
very truthful. So if I'm not too well, I'll just tell because there are certain days
Yeah.
where I start as early. Not certain days. Most days I start as early as 5:30, and I end my day in the evening at about 7:30. So days are long. I'm not complaining. I'm blessed to have this work.
Yeah.
So I do it wholeheartedly.
Okay.
100% I give it every time, every single session. So there are some days where you will feel down, you feel tired,
Yeah.
and but you just got to focus on. You got to think of them. Think
Yeah.
of your clients. They are your clients. They trusted you. They came to you for a reason. So this is what drives me. I got to ensure they benefit from me, no matter how tired I
Yeah.
am. Yeah, maybe the intensity or the energy that I'm going to give them may not be 100%, but I just got to. Certain days it's just not 100%. It may be 60%. But I explain to them. They will understand. They will understand.
No, I think listeners who are listening in as well. This
Yeah.
same goes to or for coaches as well. You
Yeah.
know, personal trainers,
Yep.
coaches, and,
Yep.
and what have you, freelance coaches when they go for when they out there coaching.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just 3 sessions in a day, probably like a
Yes,
back-to-back
yes.
session, or
Especially group sessions.
yeah, or even if there's a short break in between,
Yeah.
can take a hell out
Yes,
of
yes,
the
yes,
hell out of you.
definitely.
You know,
Definitely, yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand
They
that.
don't understand
right?
because the energy we give
Yes.
in that it's not just stand there and blow the whistle of okay you done here.
Yeah.
You got to watch them
Yeah.
how they execute the techniques correctly. Otherwise they're gonna get injured.
Right.
Then who's to blame?
Yeah.
We feel
Right.
feel bad.
Yes.
So it's being focused. You got to give that energy
The
to
quality,
them.
right?
The quality.
Even when you're
and
down,
Even when you're
yeah.
down, you got to go. You got to go.
A big shout out to all the fitness
Respect,
trainers,
respect to all of
the
them,
personal
yeah, yeah,
trainers, the coaches
yeah.
out there. You know, I think we are in this
Definitely,
industry and we know them as well,
Yes.
personal
Yes,
friends as
definitely,
well,
yeah.
and they are doing a great job.
Yeah.
And obviously, that you've seen people who are not
Yeah.
doing a great
Oh,
job,
definitely,
but
definitely,
we'll come
definitely, yeah,
a little bit and
Sure,
we'll talk
we'll
about
come back to that, yeah.
a little bit there.
Okay.
And just going back to your sessions,
Yeah.
I've seen you posting videos at freaking 5:30 in the
Yes,
morning,
yes,
taking
yes,
a
yes,
drive and
yes,
on the
yes,
way,
yes, yes,
and
yes.
that is like,
Yeah.
it's still dark.
So yeah,
and you
definitely.
still go out there and you still do it, and that speaks volumes as well
So
about
definitely
yourself, right?
these are one of the clients that I draw inspiration from
Right.
because they get up at 5:30. That is why being structured is important as well. So they are being very structured because they are in management levels of in hotels and big businesses. So for them, timing is crucial. So Ben, 5:30, I got to get up. I got to train from 5:30 to 6:30. 6:30, I got to go up to my apartment, get my kids ready for school, send them off to school. I'm back to getting ready for work. I'm getting down to the office. And then whole day they're in the office and then they come back.
Okay.
So discipline and being structured is important.
It's nice.
Timing.
It's nice that you said the other way around.
Yeah.
As in, you are inspired by them.
Definitely,
right?
because this gives me that energy to, okay, you want this, I give it to you. You know, that is really inspiring. With kids, I have people who are married and tell me, oh, I've got no time. And I keep telling them, it's about making time. You have to make the time. Otherwise, you will keep giving yourselves excuses after excuses after excuses. You got to execute the time. If today I got to do 5, you don't have to be doing everything every day.
Right.
You got to schedule yourself, plan your time. So overall, throughout the week, you have achieved certain things. Rather than putting it away and saying, I've got no time, I got to focus on this. So there's no balance.
Right, right.
You got to have a balance. You lift every part of your life, every aspect of your life up together.
Yeah. And I see from your videos as well that you've got a good mix. Like you've got kids.
I've got
You've
kids.
got a group of kids, adults as well.
And I've got seniors as well.
Seniors as well. So it's a nice mix, right? And it also gives you an opportunity to have different skill sets, different because the way you handle kids will be different from the way you handle adults and what have you, right?
Yes.
Which are your favorites? Do you have a favorite? Like you prefer doing?
I don't have a favorite, but for me, everybody is equal.
Right.
But everybody needs certain attention.
Okay.
Like I've got my senior who is about 70 plus.
70 plus.
70 plus. He's got Parkinson's.
Ah.
So he needs to work on strength and neuromuscular training.
Wow.
So that's where I come in, and nothing fantastic. It's not about weightlifting or power. It's about watching his movements and being creative and using equipment to help him improve his fitness, meaning his mobility, his agility, his basic strength, because they might not be able to focus on the grip and things like that.
How important is creativity? You said that word.
Oh, creativity is very important. And then again, I must say I'm quite blessed in this area because even out here, looking at this place, I can give you many exercises, numerous exercises. Yeah,
I can tell.
So it's a blessing. It's a blessing because number one, before the blessing, it's a blessing. So you need to know your basic stuff, how your body functions, how it works, and so on and so forth.
That comes with knowledge.
That comes with knowledge
as well.
and experience. So having been in this industry full time for almost close to 10 to 12 years already.
Okay.
Yeah, almost there. So over time I picked up little things, and most importantly is I continuously read up and upgrade. I won't say upgrade. I don't attend big courses, but I read up.
Yeah.
And I try to do my own research how we can go about to improve a situation.
It is very. You talk about creativity is one, right? The other thing is about that part where it forces you to learn something new.
Definitely, every time.
Because I'm sure when you started out in personal training, you didn't expect to have a client who has Parkinson's.
Oh, never. I thought it was just fitness and run fast. And
so to have a client like that makes you learn something new.
Definitely. And I have always, until today, been challenged with clients who are slightly lesser able.
What do you mean?
So, for example, I have clients with schizophrenia.
Okay.
A guy who will just throw his equipment, according to the previous trainer, he would just this client would just throw the equipment and doesn't want to deal with him anymore.
Okay.
So I work with such clients. I work with clients with neuromuscular disorders, and this Parkinson's disease, a slip disc and all that. So it's not, fitness is not just about lifting heavy weights, running fast. It's about helping people to live their life without pain, without much difficulties.
Wow.
Yeah, in moving efficiently and effectively. That's also
nice.
my motto. My trainings are based on practicality, efficiency, and effectiveness.
I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
how different are you? Sell yourself, Mr. Benny.
So this is where I go about. I think number one, I'm pretty creative in the way I do my things,
Okay.
and quality. There's no compromise to quality. No matter how early we start or how late we finish,
Yeah.
we will go there. Quality is rest assured. Even testimony was by my clients throughout
Yeah.
the COVID situation where we did online training.
Nice.
They were I'm blessed. They were very impressed
Okay.
that they received good training, quality training,
Okay.
right?
That's nice.
And so I always believe in faith, integrity,
Okay.
sincerity,
Yeah.
and hard work.
Right.
But I just remember the H could also stand for hustle, right? So this the abbreviation of FISH,
Mm.
FISH,
Okay.
faith, integrity, sincerity, and hard work.
Nice.
So I always remember this when I head down to work.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Uh, the hustling part, right?
Yep.
And what do you feel about personal trainers who sell their clients short? Because we were talking about that just
Yeah.
now, right? And again, let me start off first by saying that I do sometimes go to the gym, not private gyms or whatever, and you do have clients with their fitness trainers or personal trainers, and one of my pet peeves is seeing a personal trainer
Yeah.
using the phone while the client is doing something,
Mhm.
right? And I don't know, that
Right.
that is me.
Okay.
That's my personal
I
thing.
hope
How-
he was checking his data.
I
of
hopefully
the client.
too, yes.
We just hope that.
Yes.
We always want to think
Right.
positive and
Right.
give him the benefit of the doubt. So if you're doing otherwise, then I think you're not doing
Okay,
justice
tell me-
to what.
Tell me what's your
Yeah.
pet peeve about personal trainers?
If I want to say this, there's a list, but let's not go there. Yeah.
Right.
So I just want to focus on how we provide the best training.
Okay.
That's all. So
Okay.
all trainers should do that best
Right.
training, because number one, I don't sell my clients products. I don't sell them
Right.
shakes. I don't sell them funny exercise equipment. I don't sell them. There are trainers who sell many kinds of things that is, to me personally, is redundant. 12 years in this industry, 10 to 12 years in this industry, I've never sold anyone anything except for good quality training.
Okay.
And I teach them how to eat correctly.
Okay.
And this is the basics of life. You don't need any other thing. Unless you are going into bodybuilding, then you need other supplements. Then
So
we
again,
can
say
really
that
do
again. So what do you need? You need quality training
Quality training
and diet.
and
Good diet. I mean.
good diet, balanced diet, a balanced, healthy diet.
Right.
That's it.
I speak to you sometimes, and you always say this, right? 80-20 or 20.
80-20, definitely
So
80-20.
tell us about the 80-20.
So 80-20, 80% of the time you got to be disciplined.
Okay.
You eat healthily, you exercise,
Right.
that should be life. 20% is for your soul, just chill, lay back. But I would say this is controlled chilling or controlled slacking. You cannot go way off.
Okay.
20%, even for myself,
Right.
during Mondays to Fridays, Mondays to Saturday afternoons, I'm very disciplined. I get my work done, my own training done. I eat healthily.
Okay.
I never miss my training
Okay.
sessions with my clients. So after Saturday, after about 1 p.m., I lay back,
Okay.
chill.
So about
So in
1.5
the evening,
days.
so 1.5 days, but not throughout the whole 1.5 days. I would enjoy a beer.
But I'm
a
sure you
couple of
can.
beers,
I'm sure
and-
you can go full. I mean, not go crazy, but
Yeah.
for 1.5 days, just so what?
So then
Because-
again, I will pay back that. I will have
Yeah,
to
yeah, of
pay
course.
back because it's very difficult. People don't understand this. They think I can just binge eat. I no worries. The next day I exercise. No, that is why they struggle. It has to be controlled. It's either one cheat meal or one enjoy. I enjoy my half spring chicken, fried spring chicken, on a Saturday. Oh, I have 2 nice Guinness styles. Oh, a tub of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I have it.
Now we know
I
what
have
you
it.
like.
Yeah, I love ice creams. Yeah, so-
Okay.
but I keep it in control. Even for
Okay.
myself, I train like crazy.
Okay.
But if I don't watch, I will go. I can balloon. I
But
get
can you?
unhealthy,
But
yeah.
can you say that? Okay, on
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon I go
Yeah.
crazy, and then on Monday I make up for it.
It does. Okay. It
Or
it's
Sunday I go crazy.
It's got to do with calorie intake throughout the week.
Okay.
If, for example, every day you're just supposed to have maybe, for example, make calculation easy, 2,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Throughout the week, 7 days, 14,000 calories. So you are good from Mondays to Fridays. Okay, you balance everything within 2,000. then Friday, Saturdays and Sundays you exceed the limit.
Okay.
And then when you calculate throughout the entire week, you have gone above your calorie intake.
Okay.
And this way you'll never, especially for those who want to shed their pounds, this is not a good strategy at all.
Right.
So it has to be controlled.
Nice.
It has to be controlled. Because most people think Mondays to Fridays I'm healthy. Saturdays and Sundays I can go on beach. No worries.
Okay.
These are the people who struggle. Even myself, initially I struggled this way until I had to understand how things went. And I keep things simple. It's very simple actually.
Listeners
Yeah.
who are listening in,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
a great piece of advice,
Right.
right? I mean, listen, 80-20 is workable. Just be disciplined, and then go a little crazy, a little crazy.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
That's perfectly
Yeah.
all right. Yeah,
Because life is short. We gotta enjoy ourselves.
we
Right?
can enjoy our biryani. Yeah? Don't forget
Of
the
course,
biryani.
of
yeah.
course. We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
never leave
yeah,
out the.
Yeah. All right.
I want to talk a little bit about your
Yeah.
tagline. You always say this, what, bit by bit,
Day by day,
by
bit by bit.
Tell me about
Do
that.
your best and be consistent. Yeah.
Okay, say that again.
right.
Say that
Day
again.
by day, bit by bit. Do your best
All
and
right.
be consistent.
Tell me about that. Where did you get that, and how did it start? Because it is in your.
Yeah, every post
Yeah,
I put. Yeah,
yeah, in fact,
I
every
put,
post, right?
That also actually is a reminder to myself,
Okay.
right? That every day I have to do my best.
Right.
Do my best.
Right.
I don't have to. Okay, another thing that most people whom I have met or who have asked my advice is this: they watch videos online,
Yeah.
fantastic movement and heavy movement and things
Right.
like. Then they say, "Oh Ben, I want to." I said, "Keep things simple for a start.
Okay.
Always keep things simple for a start. I always draw back to the SEALs, the Navy SEAls. Initially, when they started training, it's only push-ups, pull-ups,
Okay.
dips, running.
Right.
There's no fanciful exercises going on, things like that. So this is, even today, these are the basic exercises
Yeah.
whom you can do. Just
Right.
be consistent. Most
Right.
importantly is you be consistent.
Right.
And day by day is consistency. right.
Nice,
Good.
nice. So that is why I say it. Anyway, what
Yeah.
tell the listeners at home what is your coach?
Oh, okay. That's my Instagram name. It's Coach Ben Power. It's just one word.
Yeah, Coach Ben Power. Follow him because
Alright,
he's
thank you
got
very much,
some
Sashi.
some great inspirational
Right.
videos in there and photos of him training his clients as well.
They can follow you too. You've got
Yeah,
great
yeah.
videos as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's great, right? And I also want to share with my listeners over the past few, I don't know, months, 1
Okay.
month, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
You lost how many kg?
Oh, okay.
Tell us.
So
Come on.
it was during the COVID period, right?
Yeah.
COVID circuit breaker.
Right.
So I lost a total of 7 kilos. 7 kilos.
Why?
Right. So basically, it was just because I made it. I structured my days. My
Okay.
wife and I, we structured our days.
Right.
So in the mornings we had our online training,
Yeah.
and either before that
Yeah.
or after that, I will go for my runs on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, non-stop throughout that circuit breaker. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays was my distance run.
Okay.
It could be from 10 to 15 kilometers. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I keep it simple.
Right.
I don't have to run too fast. I keep it within 1 hour 40 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes each run.
Okay.
And Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, I do simple strength training at home. Push-ups, I do my planks, I do my chair dips.
Yeah, you got to do it at home
I
because
do it at home
was
because
the
we were not
yeah.
allowed to go to the parks or the fitness
Yeah,
corners.
Right.
So, and then we ate at home.
Okay.
It was all nutritious and healthy, and we could control the oil and
Yeah.
everything like that. So, basically eating at home is the best. Still
Right.
the best.
So, but what made you do that? The running part, because obviously before that
Yeah.
you didn't do that
Yeah,
consistently
because
in terms
at
of why?
that time I was trying to bulk up to be a beefier guy.
Alright,
But
okay.
eventually, I won't say eventually. I think I'm better off working on my strength.
Okay,
My
which
strength
is
is endurance, right? So I worked on my strength to get in better shape.
right.
So that's how I lost 7 pounds, and I saw my
7
abs.
kg or pounds?
Sorry, 7
kg,
kgs,
yeah.
and finally I saw my abs, and I was fit before,
Yeah.
but I wasn't lean and mean, So
So
right.
you are now
now
lean,
much
mean,
leaner.
very-
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
But still work in progress.
we all could tell,
Yeah.
from the pictures, and even
Right,
now, right?
right.
We could tell that
Right.
it is quite evident in
Right.
terms of the amount of
Right.
weight that you've lost,
Yes.
right? Just a quick question: Does appearance and outlook right,
Yes.
affect your clients, as in clients' perception of you as a personal trainer?
I believe so, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the clients I work with, they demand a lot.
Okay,
They demand a lot. I would say.
they should.
They so number one, quality is important to them.
Okay,
Yeah, and they demand a lot. So looking at me, I shouldn't be sloppy and things like that.
okay.
But then again, this is also an added point.
Sloppy you are not, because
Yeah.
look at you today.
Oh no, sometimes I can be sloppy.
No,
We
I
should
was-
allow it. Yeah, we
no,
should
I'm
allow
just
ourselves.
kidding. Yeah,
But
go
thank
on.
you, Sashi. You're full of praises for me. I
Go
appreciate
on,
that.
go on, go on.
So that's the thing. You have to have certain fitness level, because I've got clients who are much fitter than me, who are doing Ironman triathlons, but they need assistance with certain strength training
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
conditioning.
Right.
So I have to at least keep up.
Yeah.
Certain percentage.
Yeah.
I have to show. I'm not sure. I have to be in good health, so I can demonstrate exercises. I can work out with them.
Yeah.
I can provide the best quality training.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's very difficult. I won't be motivated
Okay.
when I go down to my clients' training grounds.
Has anyone before this, right?
Yeah.
Has any one of your clients said that something
Yeah.
that is not good?
To
you?
I
No?
won't say no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
not really. But they have. At that time when I was trying to beef up, it was not correct. So I was fit, but not really in good shape.
Okay.
So clients have very kindly just say, "Hey Ben, are you alright?" That kind of thing.
the lady
So
must
I
be the
get-
ladies.
Yeah, some of the ladies, yeah, some of the ladies.
Right, right. No, no.
But from there, I pick up
yeah.
this
Okay.
these cues from them, and I say, okay, I better be in good shape if I want to be a trainer. I don't play a fool,
Yeah.
right? Not good shape, better shape than I used to be.
Right.
So
That's
because it's very important. It's very important, because if you can't
Yeah.
do it by yourself, how are you going to even
Yeah.
expect your clients to do it?
I totally get that, and I am 100% for that as well, because I believe that if you want to demand something
Yeah.
from your client,
Exactly,
you
yes,
want to
yes,
demand
yes.
that, okay, you do
Right.
good a good 10 burpees
Yeah,
set.
I make sure I can do 20.
I have to do
Yeah.
that or more,
Yeah, yes, definitely.
and with good technique as well.
Correct.
So you
Technique is very important. Yeah.
and this comes to me, it comes with the discipline part, and I totally get that as well, and there was this video on coaching, and this Jose Mourinho said this,
Okay.
and there was some way back, it was for advert, it was an
Right,
advertisement
okay.
for Gillette, I think. And so one of his lines is, I demand a lot from my players,
Okay.
right, but I have to do it as well. I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to, and if it comes from
It's
someone,
only fair, yeah. It's
yeah,
only fair.
if it comes from
Yeah.
someone who's done it, the business,
Yes, yes, that's important,
it's not
yeah.
it's not wrong.
Correct.
So that is the most important takeaway. Benny, you have been a real inspiration,
Oh,
right,
thank you,
for
Saji.
for
Thank
for,
you
for
very
your
much.
clients. I mean, and also with the way you think, with the way you've done things,
Right.
with the way, and with your failures as well.
Yes, definitely. Failures are part of life.
Right.
You have to incorporate and you have to accept failures.
Yeah.
You got to be kind to yourself
Yeah.
to accept failures.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's very difficult.
Exactly.
Failures will help you grow. There's
Right.
no such person. There's nobody in life who's never failed. It's because of the failures he did better the next step.
Nice.
And
Nice. Before we go, Benny,
such, yeah.
any words of advice for anyone, especially in terms of people who are just coming up, who wants to be a personal trainer,
Right.
right? Any advice for them? Because I think from you, who have gone through nearly 12 years of
Yeah.
personal training and stuff like that, any advice for them to make it big and
Yeah.
to be successful?
Sure, Sashi. So I've got a list here.
Wow.
No, maybe 10 points.
Right.
It doesn't have to be only for aspiring trainers.
Okay.
It just generally, I believe
Right.
in this important steps in life.
Right.
So number one, you have to have faith in yourself, or
Right.
you have to have faith in God,
Yeah.
and you have to set certain standards for yourselves.
Okay.
For example, maybe I say, okay, by this time, I got to. If you're not married, no, let's not talk about marriage. Let's say I want to get my own house. I want to
Yeah.
drive a nice car. That's not being materialistic. It's just certain standards.
It's a goal.
Whatever standard, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Because these are the goals that will drive you to achieve your goals. These are that will help your mission towards the goals. Right. So you have faith. Set standards for yourself. Standards. You have to have standards for yourself.
Okay.
And then you have to have the unwavering belief in yourself. You got to tell yourself, I can do this, no matter how difficult. You got to have belief, because if you don't have that belief, then you're out.
Okay.
Believe that you can do it, and you got to be structured. Like I've mentioned previously many times in our conversation here, you got to be structured. You got to set your time, this day. These are the things I got to do.
Yeah.
Right, and you got to be commitment. You got to be committed to your goals daily.
Right.
And you have to have patience with yourself. Nothing is achieved overnight.
Mm.
Yeah, Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah.
And perseverance. You got to persevere, because you got to have that stamina to not give up, because this is life. This is natural. You will, the moment you try to do something, achieve something, you'll have setbacks, fallbacks, troubles.
Yeah.
And then you got to be consistent,
Mm.
right? And then continuous improvement, like I said, because you want to give the best. You got to learn. You got to continuously learn and give the best. And you got to forgive yourself. When you make
Okay.
mistakes, you got to forgive yourself.
Right.
Right? Failures, accept failures.
Okay.
Doesn't mean failure. You straight away go down and say, "Why me? Why does this happen to me?"
Right.
No, this is a learning point. There's
Yeah.
something you didn't do correctly. That's why you failed.
Right.
And lastly, be grateful.
Okay.
If you notice, I keep thanking and I'm saying I'm being blessed
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
all the things. I think the
Yeah.
more grateful I am, the more blessings I get. This not just spiritually, but I'm very blessed that you invited me here every day.
Oh, my
I
pleasure.
thank God for the food. I thank God for the
Yeah.
house, for being able to give clients the
Yeah.
best.
It's the small
So,
little things.
Small little things. So these are my values that I would like to share with
Ab-
all the listeners here.
Absolutely brilliant.
Right.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Benny
you,
Chandran.
Sashi. Thank you. Appreciate it, Sashi.
Thanks for coming in. I hope that you now believe
Right.
or you understand why you are here. Because remember the
Thank you,
question
Sashi.
at,
Yes,
at the
yes,
beginning,
yes,
why
definitely.
me? And that's
I
why.
appreciate that.
Right, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sashi.
And I think after this we are going to grab that beer.
Let's go for it, Sashi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sashi.
See you soon,
Have a
brother.
great day.
Bye.